about me being uncomfortable wherever I am. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me being uncomfortable with who I am.
Okay, look, check it out. Right. A lot of people say that I have very, very beautiful eyes. All right. But a lot of people don't know that because I wear glasses 99% of the time. Right? The only time I think people know that I have like beautiful eyes is like either you're up close and personal or I take off my glasses. Now, I've been debating on whether or not I should get contacts because I've been wearing glasses all my life. Glasses is like all I know, right? And I'm fine with wearing glasses, right? It's who I am. It's my style, right? And specifically, big frames. I love big frames, right? But like in the comment section below, comment below, glasses on is 1, glasses off, comment 2, like the number 2. So glasses on. How I look. Right. Glasses on, that's 1. Glasses 2 is off. I can't see nothing right now. But yeah. How do I look without my glasses? I don't know. I know I look weird. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people say like I look like a creep. With my glasses, I look like a whole different person without my glasses. But yeah, so I love glasses, but a lot of people don't know what my eyes look like because I'm wearing glasses unless you're up close and personal with me or unless I take off my glasses. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about it, but let's get it. Stop! Wow, that, I bet you if somebody was to walk in right now and hear and see what I just did, they probably would think I would have Tourette's or something like that. I was attacked by a psycho in the alley.
This fact happened when I was 15 years old. Beginning of last year, 2018, when I finally got to sophomore year here in Brazil.
Right.
It was an ordinary Friday night. Suddenly I felt a little bit hungry, so I decided to put on some clothes and go to the snack bar. It was barely 10 minutes from my house. I usually pass through the alley to go to the snack bar, but that time, everything was so creepy in there.
Right.
When I was halfway there, it was dark, empty, abnormally cold and gloomy.
So you just had to go that way. You just had to go. You had to go that way, huh? You just had to go that way. There's no other way around. There's no other way. That's the only way. That's the only way you know. It's through that dark, sus, weird, scary ass, dark ass, sus ass alleyway. Really? I got boogers. The right nostril is stuffed up, but the left one is not. I hate that. I hate when one nostril is like stuffed, right? But then like the other one is like completely normal. Ugh. But you just had to go that way, huh? Cool.
I felt slightly intimidated, but there was nothing there that could really harm me.
You think? Really?
So I decided to just go through that alley.
Oh.
And I thought, nothing's gonna happen. I kept going until I suddenly heard something weird on the other side of the alley.
Really?
There was a man in there, staring at the walls in hunchback stance.
You got it.
Grunting weirdly.
You got it.
And I found that incredibly creepy. But I was nearly at the snack bar, so all I needed was just to get out of that alley. Walk 1 minute more and I finally would get there.
Ow.
Instead of making it all the way home with empty hands.
Oh.
Thus, I decided to ignore him and pass through after all.
You're dumbass.
I finally passed through him. He turned to me and stared at me with a creepy smile.
You got it.
Which made me walk a little bit faster, trying to avoid him.
Hell no.
Then, suddenly, I heard a grunt and quick steps behind me. When I looked back, it was him. We were barely 2 feet away.
Since that's a guy, a male, a man, 99% of the time, if you come across a male, the male species has balls. Now, whether or not it's, less than 2 balls or more than 2 balls, point being, a male species has balls. I'm not saying kick him in the balls and haul ass. But all I'm saying is, and you didn't hear this from me, hit him in the balls, kick him in the balls, and haul ass. Again, you didn't hear this from me.
From each other. He had a kitchen knife
Wow.
in his right hand and jumped on me with amazing speed and tried to stab me. I
Damn!
managed to grab both of his arms before he could get me.
Oh my God.
However, since he was charging at me, he still had more energy to push me back and force me against the wall. I was terrified with all of that. I knew I would die if I didn't fight back. Back then, I was already trained in some martial arts to defend myself, but that I thought I'd never need to use that skill to defend my life until now. So, in a sudden burst of...
That's like, that. What he just said, that's like you taking like a ridiculous, stupid amount of math classes all through your school year. But the amount of math classes that you take, especially in college and high school, you probably don't even need that. Why do I need calculus? Why do I need pre-calc? Why do I need algebra? Or, is that how you said it? I feel like I said it weird. I just need to know the basics of math, and that's it. I already know how to count money, so that's about it. Come on, bruh. That's equivalent to what he just said. You learn martial arts, but you probably never gonna need it. You know why? I sure as hell don't need it. You know why? You hear that? What is that? You hear it? Neighbors. Jesus. Ugh. Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would never want to learn or need to learn how to fight of any kind, because I can just fight with my feet and just haul ass. Why do I need to know how to right? And no. See, now if you would have took my class, the class of hauling ass, oh, that rhymed on that ass. I'm not wrong like that. Just saying.
I managed to twist the wrist which he was holding the knife, kicking his stomach and punching him mercilessly in the face several times.
But not the balls.
In the end, his face was bleeding so much, but his body was ignoring the pain of the blows in his body and only focusing on killing me. Finally, I used a training that I took before to twist both of his wrists and elbows harshly at the same time, forced in 2 different directions, and kicked the backside of his leg, putting him to the ground until ultimately he could drop the knife. It wasn't easy because he was struggling and punching my back and somehow trying to jump on me. But since I had his arm under my grasp, he couldn't do much without breaking himself. I slammed his head in the concrete ground, stunning him, then kept striking his face desperately while kneeling over his arm so he wouldn't be able to react or reach his knife again. And finally, He was out cold, bleeding a lot. My knuckles were full of blood and hurt. So I got up, took his knife, throwing it far away from there, and ran away from it. I finally got to the snack bar.
Really?
Washed my hands in there and did everything I had to do before going back home.
You still got a
But
snack?
obviously, I didn't take the same path as I did before.
I would hope not.
But there were things that got much creepier. That was at the entrance of my apartment, where I heard screams coming from the other side of the street. It was the same crazy man.
Jesus.
Now, seeming like he was possessed by a demon, and he was slamming his head on the iron door of my building's entrance. His face was horribly deformed and scarred from our fight. That freaked me out completely. My parents were on a trip, and the watchman of our building was on vacation. I wasn't going to fight that man again, so I decided to rush to my girlfriend's house. When I got there, she was home alone. She looked worried because I was looking pale, and there were still some marks of a man's blood on my clothes. I explained everything to her, and we called the police to come by my building.
Nope. He would have been on his own. You know, because look, you gotta look at it from another point, another person's point. First of all, the parents are in cahoots. Right? There's that. The watchman of the door, of the complex, of the building, whatever, is in cahoots. But then, you also gotta look at this from the girlfriend's point of view. Right? Let's switch the tables. Right? Let's say, I was the boyfriend, right? And then the girl was in the boyfriend situation, and she just got out of a physical altercation with somebody down a dark alley. And then you come hauling ass to me, to my house, right? Blood everywhere, talking about some, you sweating like a mother clucker, right? All I'm thinking at that point in time is you sus. Just saying. So get the hell away from me before I do something. Just saying. There's no talking it. There's no walking it. I don't know why I said walking it out. There's no talking it out. There's nothing to discuss here. There's nothing to discuss here. There's nothing to talk about. The conversation is over. The conversation is done. You're sus. 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 Right? That's all I'm saying. Because you got to look at it from me. You come hauling ass to my house. Right? Banging on my door. Or if I have a doorbell, ringing the shit out of the doorbell. Right? You bloody as hell. Right? Your clothes are kind of ripped. Right? What else? You out of breath. You catching your breath. Talking about some... Right? You sweating. Right? You can't really talk. Right? You look scared. Right? All of that, what I just said, all of those red flags that I just said. You gonna bring all of that to my house? No. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to discuss whatsoever. This conversation is done. It's over. You should have never came to my house. You should have just kept running for your life. That's all I'm trying to say. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Dead ass.
When they arrived, the man was still in the entrance, trying to force the doors unsuccessfully.
Wow.
When he saw the police, he attacked them, but got quickly dominated by the cops.
But they didn't shoot?
They explained that he was probably a crazy psycho in the streets looking for prey to rape, kill, or do anything he wanted to the person.
Wow.
So they sent him to a high-security mental asylum for criminals, far away from my house.
You sure?
I feel so lucky that I survived that day, and I'm hoping that I will never see that man again.
Okay. Found out where this place is that they sent him. Is it more than 6 miles out? Is it exactly 6 miles out? Because those two options, either it's more than 6 miles out or it's exactly 6 miles out, okay, you're in the clear. Like, you're good. But if it's like within 6 miles, oh shit. You should still be scared, shit. It's like you should still, have your both eyes open. But then look, what would y'all do in a situation like that? Right? Like, somebody comes to your house hauling ass, right? Regardless of the relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, or y'all married, or it's a family member, or it's a friendship type stuff, or like a coworker, or whatever, right? What would you do? What would you be thinking if somebody came hauling ass to your house, right? They can't really talk, right? They out of breath, right? They look scared, shitless. They bloody all over, right? They, what else? They, clothes are kind of ripped, right? What would you do? Cause I'm not about it. I don't care what our situation is. I don't care what our relationship is. If you come to my house like that, like her boyfriend did, I'm cutting all ties. Like, doses. That's all I'm saying. I'm just keeping it real. But what would y'all do in a situation like that? Let me know that in the comment section below. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.
That's why. Why didn't tell me you was recording? He didn't even tell me he was recording. Like, that's some stuff. He didn't tell me he was recording at all. The waterfall is pretty pretty.